flat, black, and circular. Isn't that a cool entrance? Something to do for your 45s. Okay, and the name of this record store is Flat, Black, and Vinyl. It's in Lansing, Michigan. Never been here before. Large selection, both vinyl but also CD. This is right down by the University of Michigan State University. So obviously, huge college traffic. So they really, that's funk and soul. Damn it, I missed that. Son of a gun. Bins, jazz, rock.
Sorry,
no, you're all right. That's okay.
You are.
As usual, if someone sees something, tell me what I missed, what I should have had. This is punk. Here's post-punk.
Yeah. He married him. He was, he had gotten married. And he was, yes, he did like illegally, whatever, coordinating or whatever it was. But yeah.
There's a lot here. 45.
You see the plane flip? Yes. That's crazy. All that I went online to, like, all that stuff, the orchestra pit.
Listening stations, 3 of them.
So, we used to live just south of Flint. My best friend actually lived in Flint. I'm still thinking about home training.
Classical stuff for sale.
No, that was that actual.
But those are like 45s. You know, I don't collect them. But they did lock these up, so there must be a reason, huh?
Well, I was on the vendor site, and the only thing that said sold out for all this purple.
All right, there we go. Another record store. Let's begin with the record store visit. That's in Lansing, Michigan, our state capital, right down by the Michigan State University. Got to get it right. We got 2. We got University of Michigan, Michigan State University. Don't get them mixed up. It just makes problems in the state. I'd never been to this place, and it's called FBC, Flat, Black, and Circular. And just so you know, Dave and John have been the owners since 1977, so you know it's been around a long time. That's when I graduated. And there's some information about Black, Flat, and Circular. What a fun find. I've heard about this place. It is an institution, really, in the state of Michigan. Many, many people have gone there. It's upstairs, so you go to this building, and it's on the upper floor, and right, you could see that arch made of 45s right when you came in and you enter in, so that was kind of fun. Very well-stocked store. From anything from more of your, inexpensive albums to some really nice stuff. I found some cool punk that I hadn't seen before, which was fun. There's new, new and old because, the university, Michigan State University is right across the street from it. So it's in a great location. Here's their t-shirt. This is just funny or hell. This is Can you see that? It says weird orgies, wild parties, oh man, unleashed passion. Perfect for your kids. Something to get them for Christmas. Absolutely. What a phenomenally cool t-shirt. I was pretty happy to get this. Owner, very nice guy. Enjoyed talking with him, and just a great visit. So tell me what I missed. You saw some of the stuff. There was just way too much to kind of dig through, as you could see by the video. So that's our record store. So let's begin now with some of the great albums that I brought back to my collection. They're great to me. Maybe not to you, but to me. First one was Miles, Phil Dick and Kilimanjaro, and I needed a cover. That's the MoFi press I had. And wonderful, beautiful MoFi on this album. And not only that, it was a 2 MoFi. So it was a 45 RPM, but no cover. My local store, Radio Wasteland, happened to get this in. And so now I have a cover. It's not a MoFi cover, but is it digital? Or is it original source? I don't know, but I know it sounds good. And this was when Miles, he decided, this was the last album he made with his second grade quintet. And on here, actually on 2 songs, Chick Corea and, gee whiz, now all of a sudden I can't think of the bass player who took over for Ron Carter. Oh well, it was, the electronics began to come in, the organ, the electric bass, and after this came in a silent way. So change was happening in the air. It's a little more pop-oriented. Just a 5-star Miles Davis album. Can't go wrong. So it was nice to get the cover plus the album. And it was an original press for this great album. Just picked this up. Actually, my local Radio Wasteland again. Got in a big bunch of Van Morrison. This is Van Morrison live. If you have not heard this, this is the best, I think, live set from Van Morrison. It is spectacular. It was done, I believe, in 1972, if I remember right. And so you have all the great stuff on here. Warm Love, Into the Mystic, Wild Children, Domino is on here, Cypress Avenue, St. Dominic's Preview. Van is enjoying himself. He's having fun. It seems that way. And it's just so good. It's a 2-album set. And I really, this live album had blown me away. And I was so happy to see it again coming back in. So that was really, really excited. And also he had this one. And there we go. It's St. Dominic's Preview. And I believe that this one came also out in 72. This has the incredible, stupendous Jackie Wilson Said. So soulful. I mean, it wasn't Morrison. He was a great soul singer. He really had the chops for it. This, I also had this in here. So we have St. Dominic's Preview, side 1, side 2. Nice little insert. Got a little extra rip in there. But always fun to get an insert. Don't know the inner sleeve. Oh no, it's a regular and original inner sleeve. 2 phenomenal Morrison albums. Anything from in the 70s for the most part, especially the first part of the 70s with Van Morrison, you will always go right. You just can't go wrong. That stuff is so good. Then, this is big. Unbelievable. I cannot believe I found this. And I have not been able to locate this album anywhere. And finally, there it was. And it fell into my lap. Christopher Cross. Now, don't anybody poo-poo that album. This is an incredibly beautiful album. Yes, it became a staple of adult contemporary radio. But there's so much beauty in this. It won all these Grammys. Just the critics hated it. The critics didn't like it. But the rest of the world loved it. 1 billion people. I loved this album. I mean, Sailing. Come on. Gorgeous. And Ride Like the Wind. Ride Like the Wind. Ba-da-da, da-da-da-da. I mean, I keep thinking that movie, Little Miss Sunshine, they were doing that song on there. But the thing is, all the songs are good. If you sit and listen, I mean, this is just something you got to take out, and you have to listen to this again. There's so much good craftsmanship going on within this album. Michael McDonald's backing vocals are just top notch. I mean, you hear his voice. Don Henley does backing vocals. He had so many friends in the music industry that were a part of this album, and it is just, from top to bottom, this is, to me, a great album. And it's only a couple bucks, but it sounds beautiful. Just gorgeous. Absolutely love that album. And when you think of adult contemporary music, adult radio, this is the album that started it all. Personally, in my opinion. This is Commodores self-titled. Now, they'd had, I believe, 3 albums out, maybe 4 before this, and they were funk. And it's great funk. If you find early Commodores, absolutely incredible funk. I used to have every one of them. Now, eventually, I will. But this one, Lionel Richie made a statement. He came in, and he did the ballad Easy. And people went bonkers. Now this has She's a Brick House. And so it does have that, which is, love that song to pieces, but Easy. This album, I believe, came out in what year? 1977. Senior prom in high school. This Easy was the song. Now it's funny because Easy is about a breakup. But you don't think about that when you're a kid. This is a slow dance, and you have your date, and you take your date, and you're trying to do the slow dance, but you're not quite sure where to put your hands, and so you're kind of fumbling around on her. Where do I put them up high? Can I touch her butt? What can I do? And she's trying to figure out where to put her hands. She's not going down the front. But, okay, where are we comfortable? We're trying to figure this all out. And then when you do figure it all out, and you're in a special spot, suddenly you go, you're getting closer and closer. And then you go, oh my God, something's happening to my body. I can't get that close. And then you start to, kind of push back a little bit because you just don't want her to see, there's an erection going on. That's just high school prom in Nebraska. Now, maybe other people, high school proms, they all got naked and ran around. I don't know. But this was that. Have you ever thought about, finding that, going back and, like Facebook or search to find out what your high school prom date looks like now? And get reacquainted with that person. Unless you married them, then you pretty much know. At least I hope you do. What they're like. Probably not a good idea. That's probably just one of those things you go, oh my God, what the hell happened to you? And they would say, oh my God, you're a wreck. And I just hold on to those memories. Hold on to those young memories of when you were young, and and everything. You were beautiful, and you could dance great, and we know you couldn't, but you could in your mind. And she was the most gorgeous thing, and light circled her hair. Hold on to those, and don't go trying to find them again, because it's just all going to come crashing down for both of you. So, but that has, okay. So, Easy's on here. Great album. There are more ballads on this because Richie is starting to write. And when he puts his hand on it, it slows way down. But you have the song Zoom, which is great. Funny Feeling, Squeeze the Fruit, Funky Situations is on here. Phenomenally good album. I just love spinning this thing. Great, great, great memories of listening, of dancing a slow dance to a breakup song and worrying about what's happening to the rest of your body. Mark, Mad for Vinyl, he sent me some albums. I only have a couple Elton John albums. I used to have pretty much his 70s work, and not a whole lot. But he sent me a few of these. We have Caribou here. This came out, I believe, in 84, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken. No, 84, 74. I did mean 74. Had the hit on here, Bitches Back, which is obviously, and Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. This was at his peak, where he was really, firing on all cylinders. The thing about Elton John in the 70s, when you're in junior high and high school, in choral, in chorus, and in band, you played a lot of Elton John. You played some Beatles. You'd play Hey Jude. You'd sing Hey Jude. You'd sing Let It Be. You would sing Eleanor Rigby or play that in band. But Elton John, man, choral, you sang a lot of Elton John stuff. So this was one of those albums. One of his best albums, personally, was, and I love the title, Don't Shoot Me, I'm Just the Piano Player. I'm Only the Piano Player. That title alone, I believe this was 72. This had the incredibly fun, great song, Crocodile Rock. Wow. And Daniel. I thought Daniel was gorgeous. And one of my very first albums I ever bought was Greatest Hits, Elton John's Greatest Hits from 1970. It came out in 1974. It's just jam-packed. And I don't have that back yet, and I need to get that back because to me that was just like the greatest Elton John album. It's kind of a different MCA label, right? It's before all the color and all that went with it. But this album here was showing his power, what he could do. He was just having a string of albums that sold so phenomenally well, and I always really, really liked that. Another one that I never listened to and I never had, and Mark sent to me because he goes, man, it's one of his all-time favorites, is Elton John's Blue Moves. And this one was from 76. I guess, I had the greatest hits. And I was buying the albums of that. And after that, I never did a whole lot with it. So he's kind of changing his direction. This is a little more reflective. It almost seems like he was going through a bad period. It seems like he was maybe blue. Kelvin Wazoo, by the way, if you're watching, is this aquamarine? If so, I got something for your contest finally. Anybody else? Is that aquamarine? Will that count? But it's so there was a change happening within his music. And so you could hear that on here. And so very beautiful. Look at that. And, for those of you, you see that train? I'm sure you're saying, isn't that a Hiawatha? By God, I think it is. One of those fun facts. So things were kind of changing with his life. And again, there's more, I think, strings, violin, a more classical touch to this. Beautiful album. I did bring this back, Steely Dan's Greatest Hits. I saw them live. Well, I saw Fagan live, obviously. It was pretty hard to see Becker live because he's not. But I just, I wanted their greatest hits. At least I had everything there, and I could put it on and enjoy every single song. So very happy to get that back in. And there we go. ABC. And now that's an exciting inner sleeve. Give that art director a plus for coming up with something that creative. And there we got something you really can't see. Okay. So there are some albums that we had come back into my collection, and dancing at your high school prom. Thanks, everyone. And just be careful. Remember, weird orgies, wild parties. Don't forget to visit if you're in Lansing. Black and circular. Vinyl, flat, black and circular. Hell, I can't get it right. Bye.